Welcome to Milan Fintech Summit 2023 here in Milan from Allianz MiCo. In this moment, we are in the column Unicorn Tales to talk about the best companies, the unicorn on fintech. In this moment, we are together with Bianca Zwart, who is the Chief of Staff at Bunq. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So, Bianca, today we want to talk with you about the neobank market because more or less 10, 11 years ago, Bunq was funded to become one of the main players in Europe in this sector. So what is the real state of the art at the moment of this market? What was changed during these years, according to you, from your special observatory?
Yeah. Well, I think we're in a very interesting moment in the market, actually, where you could say we're in a pivotal moment. And in order to explain why, I'd like to take a step back, because you indeed say we were founded in 2012. We launched in 2015, and we really wanted to bring diversity to an outdated sector, right? Diversity of people, diversity of product, but also diversity of business models. We had a very simple conviction, and it was quite contrary to what the market was doing, because at the time tech and fintech was hot. There was a lot of capital being raised, people were expanding across markets, but we wanted to approach it differently. So we thought, if we build a product that people love to use, they're willing to pay for it. And if they're willing to pay for it, our commercial reality is actually aligned with their happiness. We build a healthy business, a sustainable business, and then we can grow. So our first goal was actually profitability, opposite to what was happening in the market. And I am very happy to say that we are now structurally profitable. So now it's time for us to start scaling up significantly globally. And this is exactly what the investors want right now. They want to see profitability.
So it's strange beginning because usually startups starts from the funds and not from the product. But what does it mean today being a great player in a new bank market, is in a new market in fintech industry?
Yeah. What you say is true. That is quite strange, right? That we did it that way. And because it started with a dream of our founder, Ali Nicknam, our current CEO as well. He was so dedicated to changing the industry that he was like, I'm going to put all I have into this. So we were bootstrapped for almost 10 years. And what it means to be a neobank, I think it's a very interesting time because times are changing. Not only in funding, but if you look at the consumers as well, right?
But we can say you are a surfer of the change.
Exactly. You could say that. So we serve a very specific target audience, the digital nomads. There's 35 million of them worldwide, and I'm actually one of them. So this event to me is very close to heart because I spent half my time in Amsterdam, half in Rome. I have a lot of international friends. I travel around for work, and I just want a bank that lets me live my life, right? Because I live abroad. I want, for example, I was in, I'll keep it short because I know we're live. I was in Rome the other day, and I have all kinds of sub accounts in my app, right? You can have all kinds of sub accounts. And for Rome, I have my Cacio e Pepe account, right? Amazing. And I was there because I need a budget on that because otherwise I got Spain. Exactly. So I was there and I had to fly to London to speak at a conference. As soon as I landed, I had to pay for the train, the Heathrow Express, and obviously in pounds. But my card was still linked to my Cacio e Pepe account. So what the app, for example, we can do multiple things, but this is a very tangible example. What the app does, it detects that you're in London, and it thinks, hey, I don't think you want to pay all these markup fees, right? Let me change your card to your pound account and make sure that you actually don't end up overspending. And it's in all these little details to really build a true tech product.
Just to help also the accessibility of the financial services, the banking services in general. And from your global vision, we can say,
it's quite global.
What are the challenges and opportunities in this market to keep growing?
Yeah, so the opportunity, I think I just spoke about that, is really the digital nomad audience, right? Because the traditional banks, they have a product and then it's up to the client to wiggle their way in using it instead of the product being built for them. But it also comes with challenges, because if you look at Europe, for example, we always look at Europe as if it was a country, but it's actually a continent with, I think, 28 countries, 24 different languages, 11 currencies, different
We need to
regulations.
optimize the
Exactly.
differences.
Exactly. There's different payment service providers, regulations, tax
But
rules.
also culture of approach to fintech, for example.
Exactly. Or the simple fact how people look at money in their daily life is completely different.
Yeah.
So we want to build a true product that serves their needs. And in order to scale across Europe, we need to go one market at a time and build it sustainably, because you cannot copy paste throughout Europe. That's one of the challenges.
You need to make a tailor-made solution for every country
Exactly.
and every user.
Yeah.
Okay. But this will be the next step. So tailor it as much as possible, every solution. Do you see maybe other trends, other next steps to continue to grow for your unicorn company,
Yeah.
or in general for new banking market?
I think there's a couple of interesting things happening, but I'll keep it to a few. One of the big things, obviously, is AI. If you look at growing at scale, at Bunq, we have been using AI for years. But what's interesting is that now you see, thanks to the rise of ChatGPT, that everyone sees
the generative AI.
Exactly. Everybody sees the tangible impact of, or what it can look like, or what it can do. But we use it for all kinds of things. 50% of our user support tickets are solved by AI. We detect IDs during onboarding. We use it for our marketing. We use it for our transaction monitoring. And I'm where it could go, because I think it can be big. And then if I look at us being a unicorn and our global ambitions, we recently applied for a US banking license. So the sky is the limit. We're now pending regulatory approval, but this is a whole new market, and it's super exciting to see if we can also make their lives
It's a
easier.
huge market in this sense. It's continue to grow. So thank you for your vision that you give us today, and thank you for being.